Oh, got him right there. He came right up and hit it. There we go. Nice. Good morning, everyone. Thought I'd do a little challenge this morning. I'm over at my local pond again. Kind of, going in between doing the community parks and then practicing at my local pond. So I've been doing a lot of drop shot lately, if you guys have seen that, and doing really well hooking into bass. But what I want to do is challenge myself today. I've got a bunch of different lures in my box, so I'm going to go through and do like a little challenge. I got a drop shot rig with me, and I also have a regular spinning rod. Oh, bing, right there, first thing in the morning. Hopefully that showed up. I am going to go and start. I'm going to do every 10 minutes. I'm going to do 10 minutes with a lure, and then I'm going to switch 10 minutes with a drop shot, and then 10 minutes with a different lure, or maybe the same one if I didn't catch anything, and kind of go back and forth and see which one comes out ahead on catching fish. So stick with it. We're going to go ahead and start pulling out a lure here. I've got my timer set right here. Every 10 minutes I'm going to start that as soon as I get it in the water. Being that it's first thing in the morning here, I was going to start with a little top water. So maybe go here with like a Whopper Plopper to start. We'll do 10 minutes with this, and then we're going to switch over to like 10 minutes with a drop shot, and then maybe we'll switch to a different lure. So stay tuned, and we will get set up and get out on the water. Okay, we're starting with the Whopper Plopper. Let's go. We got 10 minutes. Going with this style Whopper Plopper here. I think it's a 90. I have actually gotten one on a Whopper Plopper here once before, so let's see. That guy came up and hit top water right away when we got here, so let's see if we get anything with the Whopper Plopper. I like practicing over here at my local pond because I know there's bass back here. I've caught quite a few. So nothing big, but I figured, you know what, they're here, so I know they're back here. So let's throw things at them. So I'm not throwing them in a place where I don't even know if there's fish. So here I know there is some. And we'll see. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. I told Terry I would include that in some of the videos. I just threw it in the tree. So I am going to stop the timer. I'm going to pause it and get my line out of this tree real quick and then start over again. So hold on. Alright, we got it out of the tree. I'm glad it actually happened because my swivel wasn't locked on the bait, and if I would have got a bite I probably would have lost it. So let's resume. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left and get back out there. Yeah, the swivel wasn't locked, so if I would have got a bite there's a good chance it could have fallen up. Another one right there just popped right up. I'm going to go this way. Let's not hit the tree. Alright, better. The wind's blowing at me, so that is part of the problem. Oh, got him right there. He came right up and hit it. There we go. Nice. Whopper Plopper got one. Nice. Nice one, look at that. There we go, Whopper Plopper. Came through. Got to watch out for these hooks though, they are very sharp. Alright. So far, Whopper Plopper got one. There we go, guys. Challenge accepted. First bass of the day. Came up and popped that Whopper Plopper. There we go, one down. Now it's time to switch up to a drop shot for 10 minutes. And I'm going to, oh, another one just jumped right there. I'm going to go with something that I haven't used yet. I just picked these up. These are baby brush hog watermelon red, like a creature bait. I'm pretty sure I can throw these the same way on the drop. So, it's got some tails on it and some flappers and stuff. So let's give this a shot. You can use the 1/4 ounce weight here on the drop shot and just nose hook this guy. Right down like that, and we'll give this guy a shot. We'll set the timer for 10 minutes. Try a creature bait. I haven't tried one before, so let's try it. Let's see. Let's get the timer back on and start. 10 minutes on the clock. Alright, we got one so far with the the Whopper Plopper. Now let's give this a shot. And then we're going to switch to something else. Get it right out there in the middle there where we saw some action earlier. Oh, just had a bite. Just had a nice bite actually. On the drop. Made the whole pole just wiggle. Probably just nailed the back end of that thing. He came up and hit it. Maybe he'll come back for it. That was a nice bite. One good bite on the drop shot with this baby hog or something, like a green pumpkin color. Okay, let's switch it up. I tried one of these yesterday for about 10-15 minutes over at Discovery Ponds. I went with this yellow one because of the tail. I'm going to try this white, red, and gold one. So the company's name is True Send. It comes in a 3-pack. It also came with a couple of True Send fishing lure. It also came with, they threw a few spoons in there, so I may also get to those today as well, because I do want to throw spoons, spinners, swim baits. I don't know about crankbaits in my little pond here because it's very shallow, but we'll see. Alright, so let's go with this guy. We'll put 10 minutes on the clock. And start. Okay. So far the lures are leading against the drop shot after the first two. Okay, so True Send had 10 minutes on the swim bait. Got one nice bite, no hook up, but this hook kept getting wrapped around the tail. So, all right, let's switch back to a drop shot. Time to switch back to something different here. We're going to go drop shotting with these Yum 4-dinger Pearl Silver Flake. So 4-inch Yum dinger. Says you can do it on a drop shot, so I haven't tried these out here in this color. So let's throw one of these on and see what we get. Put it right on like that. Still got the 1/4 ounce weight on there. Start the timer. Boom. 10 minutes on the clock. And the sun has just come peeking through. I just spooked a big school of little fish there. I just felt a little bump right there. Oh, he's on. We got him. Yeah. Oh, he fell off. Oh, we had a nice bump there, and he was on, and then he fell off. Did he take the worm? Nope. I find these worms are pretty thick. I wonder if it just didn't push the hook down. So let's do this. I'm going to switch it over to a wacky to expose that hook and hope that it gets maybe I can get the hook up on it. We'll go with that. Because that was a nice bite there. He had it for a second, but I don't think the hook was out. They're much thicker than normal worm. I think it's really made more for like a Texas rig or something. But it says you can drop shot it. He had it. So far every one of the different things I've thrown this morning, I have gotten bites on all of them. The only one we got a hookup on so far was the Whopper Plopper, but all the rest of them have at least gotten one bite. We got one bite on that 4-inch white yum dinger. Now I'm switching to a Thomas Boyant spoon here for 10 minutes. Let's set the timer and go. Time is up. Spoon did not get a bite. Let us switch back up to another drop. Alright, now it's time for the 10 minutes with the drop shot. I feel like I'm cheating now because I've got my green pumpkin worm on here, which has been the go-to. This has a little bit of that spike-it stuff on the tail, but it was from yesterday, so I don't know if it really... Still has a little bit of a garlic scent on it, but definitely changed the color. So we're just going to go with this straight up, unless we're losing fish, and we'll go wacky. 10 minutes on the clock. Trying to get the drop shot on the board here. And see if we can try to keep our weights on. We've lost 2 weights so far this morning. One on a snag and one on my overzealous casting ability. Oh, he fell off again. We had another one on the drop and he fell off. Okay. You know what I gotta do then? Well, we lost the worm, but what I gotta do is go wacky rig, I guess. Okay, let's pause the timer there. These are the same ones, but this doesn't have that spike-it on it, so that's fine. Let's go with a fresh one, no spike-it on there. And let's wacky rig it, because we've lost too many on the standard drop. So we're gonna go. In my pond, that seems to work better because I have small dinkers here. So, and again, that was on that straight out cast again. That seems to be where I've gotten 3 hits and lost 3 fish, all with the drop shot right there. So, oh, there's the timer. This is the last one for this guy. Oh, and I'm getting bites. Oh, not only did we get it, oh, he fell off again. Oh, dang it. Maybe because I was turning off the timer, I felt it. And as soon as I went to set the hook, he took off and fell off. What is going on this morning, guys? I have not been able to get the hookups. They're biting. I'm just sucking. Now, let's get this guy in here. We'll still work him in. And then we're going to switch over. Thought we had him there. Thought we had him. Now we're going to give these Poggy Swim Shad 3-inch Pearl Red Eyes 1/4 ounce swim baits. We're going to try one of these out. See how that does. Got one of these bad boys. Okay, let's go with this Poggy 3-inch swim shad. Give this guy a shot. Start the timer. And go. I mean, technically it's a soft plastic, but I have other soft plastic swim baits, so not a drop shot. I don't believe I've ever caught anything on one of these either. Only used it a few times. Try to go right through these schools over here. Okay, no luck with the Poggy swim shad, so now we're going to switch back up to drop shot. I got these 4.5-inch curly tail bulb bluegills, Let's throw one of these, go back to the drop for 10 minutes. We have been getting bites on the drop, we just haven't been getting hookups. So it has been a slow morning for fish for me. So here's the curly tail bold bluegill. I think that's what's pulling out here is bluegills, so we'll see. Let's put 10 minutes on the clock and we are good to go. Salty boys. Salt all over my hands. Let's try one straight out ahead again where we had a couple of losses. I think we've had 3 drop shot losses right here where we got hooked up and lost them. So maybe we can go for 4. This is fishing, guys, I guess, you know. There's just some days you hit them and some days you don't. Oh, and we hit him right on the drop. Oh yeah, as soon as I went to reel up that slack, he was on there. Let's see if we can keep this guy. Oh, look at that nice jump. Right out of the water. Okay, so let's see if we can keep him. It doesn't count unless we land him. Oh, look at it. Put on some aero acrobatics for me. Yeah, you're a decent one. You're a nice one. Get up here. Oh, yeah, you're a nice one. Oh, that's a nice one for the day. That's about as big as they get in my pond. And that is a nice one. So the bold bluegill put us on the board for the drop shot. Looking good. Now let's get the drop shot back out there. So now we're tied up 1-1 between drop shot and standard lures. Alright. We're going to go with one of my old go-tos before I started drop shopping, and that is the Blue Fox Gold Spinner. This is in number 2, Blue Fox Gold Spinner. So let's go with this. We got 10 minutes. We'll throw it on the clock. Give this a shot. Just finally got our first drop shot bass. So we're tied 1-1. 10 minutes to go. We're at 7:53. Probably only going to do this for a little bit longer. Maybe a few more, and then I gotta call it. I got stuff I gotta do today. Can't just fish all the time, guys, like you guys. So far, nothing. And typically with like a spinner, you don't typically get a bite without a hookup. Very rarely. But I haven't felt anything. Sometimes you can see them chasing, but that's typically more like a pike or a trout. Or sometimes in here, bluegills. Oh, just got one right there. Look at that. Gold spinner coming through in the clutch towards the end. All right. Oh, we're getting a lot of acrobats today from these guys. Yeah. All right, gold Blue Fox spinner there. Don't hook me with my own hook. All right, right on the side there. So far, the casting lures are leading 2 to 1. Gold blue fox spinner. Number 2. All right. Things are picking up a little bit. I also think it helps a little bit when the sun is now broken through. It really helps that spinner pop in the water. Okay, well, we got one. Now let's switch up and do another drop shot. Well, we just got one on the gold number 2 spinner, so the lures are up by 1, 2 to 1. I'm going to switch to the 6-inch Morning Dawn Robo Worm here. I had one in the box from yesterday when I was fishing over Discovery that still has a little bit of a dyed tail from that spike it. So we're going to throw that on, give this a shot. And I know here, because it's long, I'm just going to wacky rig it right from the start. So it has a little bit of this spike it garlic dip and glow that changed the color of the tail. Not sure if it really has much more of a little bit of a garlic smell still on it, but we're going to try this since I already had one out, and we're going to wacky rig it here because I know that I don't usually get very good hookups when it's this long here. So we'll just go right through there, set it up, put the timer at 10 minutes, see if we can tie it up with the drop shot. They're behind by 1 now. Let's put the 10-minute timer on. And go. All right. I'm going to go right out here to the middle where I've had like 3 or 4 bites on my drop shot and lost every single one of them. They all fell off. So maybe we can finally get them. Got a few more people here. A guy setting up right across from me and over here. Mike. I've met him a few times. He was just over talking with me in between. He just got broken off by something. I don't know what it is. I keep feeling like it's moving, like something's hitting it, but I don't know. Might just be me. It's a heavier worm, a little more resistance. And I was throwing that really light spinner a minute ago, so I've got to get used to what I'm doing. But so far the bass today have been pretty good. They've been putting on a show, and they've been decent size. So maybe we can keep that trend up. They know they're on camera. They're just showing off what they're doing. They want to be YouTube stars. Well, time's up. Since I got so many bluegills out here, I've got this Storm bluegill swim bait. Literally the same size as most of the bluegills in my pond. They're very small. So let's give this a shot. It might be a little difficult to go too close to the side with it because this bottom treble hook's probably going to get snagged up on stuff. But let's give this a shot. I've never caught anything on the big one. I had a smaller one. I need to get some more small ones, but the bigger one here I have not caught anything with yet. So this could be a first. And let's start the timer. 10 minutes. We're at almost 8:30 here. Probably going to go for about 30 more minutes. Try to get a few more things in, so let's see what we can do with this thing. I always thought this would be the perfect bass lure, but it's definitely big. So we'll see how it works. Maybe you guys can be here on my first catch with it. So try to get as close as I can through here without going through. See, there's a huge school right there I just spooked, and they're all just small bluegills. And I've seen them getting blown up today, so I feel like if I can go right near a school and maybe there's a bass nearby. Oh no, I got a rock again. I was going right by that school and I thought maybe I called it, but I didn't. I called the rock, the snag. Oh, something might have bit it because it has no tail left. And that wasn't ripped out of the rock or anything. I think something just bit the tail off of that guy. Okay, we didn't get anything on the swim bluegill other than a bite that ripped its tail off. Now I've got a 4-inch minnow smelt from Gulp, Berkeley Gulp. Here, let's try this on the drop shot. Put it right through the tip there, right down there. Let's go. Start the clock. We got enough to maybe do a couple more before I gotta go. 10 minutes on the clock, let's do it. Drop shot's gotta catch up. Down by 1. It's been a slow morning. Had some bites. At least we caught 3 decent fish so far. Getting played with again right there. Let's try out here where we lost a few. Maybe we can lose another. It's like as soon as I go out here, they start jumping over there. Oh, something grabbed it. Something grabbed it pretty hard down there for a second and let go. And he came back for it again. He just pulled on it again. He just pulled on it again. Must be a small one. He keeps grabbing it and taking off with it, and I feel the fight, and then he's off. Something down there wants it, but he must not be very big. Yeah, that was 2 or 3 times there. He grabbed it. I could feel the fight for a second, and then it was off. Nothing like squealing tires behind the bus. Where are you going to go? Of course, this is an area I get snagged up a lot into, so we'll see. This is also the area where something ripped off the tail of that bluegill, so. This guy is freaking crazy. He didn't want to get stuck behind that bus. He just went around it at the light. Oh, there was a good one. That was a grab. Alright, let's see if we can keep this guy on there. Alright, nice bass there. If we can keep him, we can tie the score here. Alright. On the minnow. Oh, we're wasting time trying to get this hook out. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we're tied 2-2. Drop shot. You've been hooked by HURLEY. Alright, let's get this back on there. Since we caught one on the minnow drop shot, I'm going to go with this minnow spinner. It's a Blue Fox minnow spinner. So let's give this a shot. We'll put 10 minutes on the clock. We're tied 2-2. See if we can't break that tie. Alright. That was a horrible cast. Like I tangled it up on that cast, but I guess it didn't. This was a really bad cast. There's so many schools right here. You can see boiling up. I'm trying to get it near the schools here. Right in and around them. Hope there's some bass. Looking for stragglers. Oh, there's the timer. Alright, last cast with this one. It's your last chance to break the tie. Well, on this one. And then I'm going to switch. Okay. Nothing on the Blue Fox minnow spinner. Time to switch back to the drop. Alright, we're tied. 2-2 right now. Haven't gotten anything on the green pumpkin, so we're gonna throw a green pumpkin drop shot, see if we can break this tie. And I will throw it wacky. Wacky rig, green pumpkin. No spike it, no nothing, just fresh out of the package. No cheating. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's break this tie. I got a feeling about this. And I'm going to go right out where we've gotten the most bites of the day without getting up. Straight out here. See if we can find out what's out here that's been trying to take our bait. It's probably just a little baby catfish or something. But it's kind of another challenge to find out what out here has been hitting me the most and not getting hooked up. I thought it was going to rain today when I got up this morning. The radar showed rain everywhere for a couple hours, so I decided to stay here close to home and do this little challenge instead of trying to go out somewhere in town. Oh, there's a little bite again. Another little bite again. I'm telling you, that's probably like a little baby catfish, man. He feels bigger than a... Oh, he's on this time. Okay, maybe we got the guy that's been messing with us all day. Oh, he's pretty strong. I bet you it is a catfish. Let's see. Let's see if it is a catfish. He's pretty strong, so let's loosen this up a little bit. Yeah, I think it's a cat. That's what's been hitting us over there this whole time, I think. Oh no, it's a bass. It's a decent bass, actually. He's got a lot of power. That's a decent bass. Yeah, that's a nice sized bass for my pond. Might be one of the biggest ones I've gotten out of here so far, if I can keep him. He's a nice sized bass. Come here. Oh, yeah. That's actually a pretty big bass for my pond. So we broke the tie, 3-2. That is a big bass for my pond. That's a nice one. And you have been hooked by HURLEY. That's the guy, I think, that's been whacking me out there, taking my worms all day. We still got time on the clock. I'm going to go back out there. That was a nice one. Now 3-2, wacky rig on top. I left him that time. He was playing with it, and I just left it that time. Didn't take it away from him. Just said, "Here, buddy. It's all yours. Take it." Well, now we know what it was. I honestly thought it might be a catfish. The way he was taking drag. Oh, and we got one on the drop, right on the drop in the middle of that school. Yep, I dropped it right in the middle of that school. And he hit it on the drop. Ah, that's two on this one, on the wacky green pumpkin. And another decent one putting on a show for us. Come on. Yeah. These guys are lively this morning. Yeah, that's another nice one. Right in the top of the mouth there. He took that thing as soon as it hit the water and dropped into that school. I thought maybe I dropped it too close to him, right in the middle, but he was probably sitting down there waiting for something. So that's 4 now on the drop, 2 on this one. And we got him in there pretty good. There we go. Another one that's been hooked by HURLEY. feel like my park pond, or my pond's getting a little bit better. Nice 1 pounder there. And he took my worm, so let's go grab another. And we still got about 3 minutes on the clock. Now it's 4-2 drop shot. Kind of wrapped me up again too. Man, these guys though, they've been putting on a great show today. A lot of jumping, a lot of splashing. Okay, back to the wacky rig. Let's turn this clock back on. Got about 3 minutes to go here. Uh, 2:42. We're at 9:15, so I'm a little over time. Wanted to be done by 9, but we're catching some fish. You know what? I'm going back to that same boil. It's really blowing up over there. And when I hit it last time on the drop, I got him. Maybe there's more than one sitting over there. It's about where most of the activity is right now. Right straight ahead there. Right there and just off to the right of it. Something just took a little nibble at it. Oh, they hit it again. He's on. He's on. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Yeah, going into that school there is really paying off. Yeah, this guy's got spunk in him too. Come on. Yeah, I'm just dropping it right in that school there. That's 2 for 2. 3 on this drop shot in less than 10 minutes. Another one that's been hooked by Hurley in that same spot. And you tangled up my line pretty good, so we might just have to end it on that one. But there we go, a little smaller than the last guy, but hey, they're fun. 5-2 now on the drop shot. 3 on this one alone in less than 10 minutes. And I'm not as tangled as badly as I thought, so maybe I can get back out there. But he did jack that worm up. He is almost ripped in half, so I'm going to be risky here. Go just past that rip and hope I can still get one on this worm before it's gone. I might regret that. Let's get that drop shot line behind the worm then. Yeah, those boils right there. That's 2 in a row in the boils. Let's go for 3 in a row and hope this worm breaking off doesn't cost me a fish. I just spooked that whole school again. Oh, getting a little interest there by something. The boil moved back out that way. I want to hit that again. That's 3, and we still haven't hit the 10-minute timer yet. So, oh, there it is. We hit the timer. So I think we know who the winner is today. The drop shot there. This guy came through in the clutch, and he crushed it. Just needed one more fish to break the tie, and he decided to get 3. So, yeah. Guess you guys can see why I've been doing more drop shotting lately than throwing other kind of lures. It's just been more effective. Maybe it's the time of the year, presentation, I don't know. But I'm going to throw this one a little bit longer while it's out there into this school. It's been pretty good. So, little OT. See if I can get a couple extra. Another one here for fun. This worm's on its last leg, so. Oh, we got one right there. I saw the line take off. Yeah, another decent one. Come here. Come on. Yeah, they've definitely been fun today. Another one that's been hooked by HURLEY. This might be number 8 for me today. And we should probably just end it on that because I got things to do. So thank you. And get back out there and get bigger. And he twisted me all up good, so.